So around 2005 is when you're hitting the stages and battling in the local circuit, right?
Mm,
Like this is like where you start going to like Rhyme Calisthenics and everything.
mm.
So that's something that you won 4 times, which is not an easy thing to do either. Like talk to us about what that is.
So Rhyme Calisthenics is and was a game that was created. And what it was, they took a Wheel of Fortune wheel and they would cut up, how the wheel is cut into pieces. And each you would spin it. And the guy, his name's Thelonious Stretch. Stretch, he's the man. Tall dude, dope rapper. And he would have a homie on the soundboards, who did a lot of the beats and stuff, Shade Cobain and this dude Armstead, great guys. And Huggy would supply some stuff on the DJ. And anyway, he would take 16 MCs. You would come up, it was judges, spin the wheel, whatever it land on you had to do. So one of the things it would land on was like mirror match. And, they'd be like, "It's mirror match." And then they play the, talking to the man in the mirror. And then they bring a mirror and you had to dish yourself in the mirror. Another thing was like, was like grab bag. And it was just a big duffel bag of random shit. They play a beat, you freestyle, you just pull whatever it is out and rap about it. Boom. Another thing was crowd topics. Another thing was there was a Scrabble bag and you pulled a letter, and whatever letter you pulled, you had to get as many words as you could with that letter. So it was super dope. And the idea was eventually, I want to say it was either inspired kind of off EO Dub or they knew each other, or however.
Right, that's what I
But
was just about to ask you. It's like that, the PA
yeah,
version of EO Dub, basically, because it's like MC challenges, pretty much, right?
right, right. And then the judges vote. So what I learned to do early on was turn everything into a battle. Whatever I could do. So if it was like spitting acapella, I would be like, all right, I'm gonna do an acapella, but I'm gonna smoke these people with how y'all feel about that. Of course, they're like, oh, that's crazy. Like it's really not that crazy what I'm doing, but that's where I learned how quick gratification was to like rap battle, like battle rap reaction. So I was able to, win these things. And at the time you would win them, you would win like $300, which at that time was like, ooh. Now it's funny, but yeah, man, some great nights, bro, and a lot of dope local talent. You know what I mean? Like I said, Mac Miller would be in these rhyme calisthenics. He was part of the little 4-person pilot with myself that they put together, and they did a big thing at the Kelly Strayhorn Theater, and it was just cool, man. It was an amazing thing for sharpening your blade. You know what I'm saying? It really, really, really was. And so you had to get. There was a round, I guess, where like the first round you spin, the second round somebody spins and you all do the same thing, but it was still is going on. It just, you know what I mean? There's another one coming up, but now I just kind of help facilitate or whatever. But I owe a lot to that game and whatever. Um,
So it wasn't any battles taking place there. It was just mainly MC challenges.
so that was MC challenges, but there wasn't a lot of throne battles in the city. But anyone that there was, I immediately signed up for. Now, some of them were absolute duds. Like I signed up for one in '04, and I go all the way at the time, bro. Look, I didn't even have a license. I didn't have a car, so I'm catching a bus everywhere. So I go out, and they had this our local radio station's Whammo. And so they're like, yo, they got this freestyle battle competition. I'm like, this is gonna be crazy. So I go out, sign my name on the list. I go back outside and I'm talking to this dude who was just chilling there. This dude was in a wheelchair. He was chilling. And not only was he in a wheelchair, but he was a little off, you know what I'm saying, on top of being in a wheelchair or whatever. But we was just shooting the shit. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm with my homie. Like, what's going on? So they like, yo, I think admission was like $5. So they're like, yo, we got the battle going down. You ready? I'm like, all right, what's going on? They said, we got Real Deal versus Young Rider, and he was Young Rider. So this dude, I've been talking to this dude in a wheelchair. I'm like, I got to battle this dude, and so I smoke him, like, cause I'm like, I didn't know at the time, right? I'm like, I can't let him beat me out of in sympathy. So I like smoke him, and there's nobody else signed up. I got my $5 back and got to leave, and now I felt bad, but dude was super cool though. dude was super cool, but I mean, I went in on dude, you know what I mean? Like, and so they gave me the $5. I'm like, "Damn." But, for every I always say this, for every miss, I've had some battle rap things I've showed up or that changed the trajectory, and I had one where I showed up and was able to connect with Ron Noodles, and that was game changing for me, and I didn't even know it at the time. And that wasn't a rhyme cow. Like, I definitely got my name buzzing off rhyme cow, but this was the one that sent my trajectory to where it was. You know what I mean?
Wait, so when you're battling the guy in the wheelchair and everything, after that, there's nobody else to battle, and you just go home. Basically, you get your money back and you get to go home.
So that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna advance in the next round and blah blah blah. And they're like, okay, we got the winner real deal. Come on up. And I went up and he's like, yeah, man. Nobody else signed up. Here's your entry feedback. That was fired or you fired, bro. And I was like, okay, word. And again, I'm 18 or whatever I am at the time. Or no, it's '03 probably. I was 19 or whatever. And then I dude outside, like thankfully the dude I clipped, he was like, "Yo, you're dope, man." I'm like, "Thank you, bro. I'm glad you enjoyed the but like I felt bad now. I thought I was clipping him to go to some prize or be on the radio and it just didn't pan out. And there was definitely certainly a decent little amount of those. There's been some shit shows, but like I said, I took every risk just because I was like, I want to get out there, and eventually it did pay off for me.
Right.